You ever notice something? As men, the older we get, the less we hear the words that actually matter. Not because we stopped deserving them, but because life gets louder, responsibilities get heavier, and everyone assumes we're fine simply because we keep moving. And if you're over 40, you already know this. You can carry a whole family, a whole business, and whole seasons of stress, and still go unnoticed. But here's the truth most men never hear. Your body and mind respond to positive words just as powerfully as they respond to diet, sleep, or exercise. Compliments aren't fluff, they're fuel. They lower stress hormones, they lift your confidence, and they literally change how you show up in the world. So today, we want to give you the 3 compliments every man over 40 deserves to hear, but almost no one says out loud. Let's start with the first one. Most men don't realize how much strength they've built simply by surviving everything life has thrown at them. Not gym strength, not loud, showy strength, the kind of strength you only earn through pressure, responsibility, and years of carrying more than you talk about. After 40, that strength becomes harder to see in yourself. A few aches show up. Recovery takes longer. Motivation dips. You start comparing yourself to the younger version of you, the guy who could pull all-nighters, lift heavier, recover faster. And the conclusion you quietly fall into is simple. I'm not as strong as I used to be. But the truth is the opposite. Research from Stanford and the University of Pennsylvania shows that men who receive strength-based affirmation, reminders of their resilience, discipline, and competence, actually experience measurable drops in cortisol and spikes in motivation. Not because someone gave them false praise, but because it shines a light on what's already there. Your strength isn't just physical, it's the decades of showing up when you were exhausted. It's handling things you never got credit for. It's taking care of people who forgot how much they rely on you. It's working through pain, stress, fear, and uncertainty, and still doing what needed to be done. No Instagram post will ever capture that, but your body remembers every rep of your life. And here's the part men overlook. Resilience grows with age. You've already built the mental calluses younger men haven't even earned yet. You've already developed the problem-solving instincts, the emotional discipline, the long-view mindset that only time can teach. So yes, you are stronger than you think, in ways that matter more now than ever. This compliment isn't hype, it's a reminder. You've already proven your strength 1,000 times. Most men over 40 have no idea how much impact they actually have. You go through your routine, you handle responsibilities, you solve problems, you support people, and almost none of it gets acknowledged. Not because people don't care, but because they've gotten used to you being reliable. Consistency becomes invisible. But here's the truth. Your presence creates stability for the people around you, far more than you think. Psychology studies from Harvard and the University of Michigan show that men consistently undervalue their positive influence on others. When researchers measured how people felt after receiving help, advice, or support from men over 40, the receivers rated the interaction as far more meaningful than the men who gave it. In other words, you think you made a small difference, but to them, it was significant. You underestimate the weight your words carry. You underestimate the comfort your presence brings. You underestimate the example you set, even when you're tired or unsure of yourself. Every time you show patience with your family, someone notices. Every time you handle stress without exploding, someone feels safer. Every time you give advice, someone's path becomes clearer. Every time you keep going when life hits hard, someone learns what resilience looks like. And here's what men forget. Influence is rarely loud. It's not about speeches, grand gestures, or dramatic moments. It's the steady hand,
the calm voice, the reliability that makes other people's lives easier. That's the kind of impact that shapes families, relationships, and entire environments. You matter more than people say out loud. Your presence changes the temperature in the room. Your effort keeps things together more than you realize. This compliment is simple but powerful. You make a bigger difference than you think, and the people around you feel it, even on days when you don't.
One of the biggest lies men hear after 40 is that their best days are behind them, that growth slows down, that change gets harder, that life becomes a long, predictable routine. But the truth, backed by neuroscience, not motivation posters, is far more encouraging. Studies from MIT, Yale, and the Max Planck Institute show that men in midlife actually experience a second window of growth. Your brain becomes better at long-term thinking, emotional regulation, and pattern recognition. You're more strategic, more resilient, more capable of meaningful improvement than you were at 25. But because the world doesn't celebrate men's growth the same way it celebrates youth, most men assume they're too late, too busy, or past the point of change. You're not. Every time you try to eat cleaner, even if you slip the next day, that's growth. Every time you pick up a new habit or skill, that's growth. Every time you push through stress without shutting down, that's growth. Every time you choose patience, purpose, or discipline, that's growth. And here's the part you probably don't give yourself enough credit for. Growth after 40 is harder, which means it's more meaningful. You're improving while carrying responsibilities, stress, fatigue, and real-world pressure. Younger guys grow because they're empty slates. You grow because you fight through resistance. That matters. Progress doesn't need to be dramatic to be real. Small, steady upgrades change your entire trajectory at this age. So hear this clearly. You're still growing. You're still capable. You're still evolving into a stronger, smarter, more grounded version of yourself. Nothing about your age limits you. Nothing about your past disqualifies you. You're not done, not even close. That's the compliment most men never hear, but every man over 40 needs. You're still growing, and it matters. Most men don't hear this enough, so let me say it clearly. You deserve credit for everything you've carried, everything you've built, and everything you've survived. Life after 40 isn't a decline. It's a stage where the strength you've earned finally means something. The resilience, the patience, the responsibility, the discipline. These are things younger men haven't even developed yet. You've earned your place. You've earned your wisdom. You've earned your respect. If any part of today's video resonated with you, take it personally, not as flattery, not as motivation, but as recognition. You are stronger than you think. You make a bigger difference than you realize, and you're still growing in ways that matter. And if you want more science-backed habits to help you thrive in your second prime, subscribe to the channel. You're not done becoming who you're meant to be.
If this video helped you in any way, even one small change you'll try tonight, leave a like. It tells the algorithm to show it to someone else who might need it. And if you want more clear, science-backed ways to protect your body and sharpen your mind after 40, stick around for more. Your second prime isn't about going back. It's about staying sharp, steady, and strong.